So the first reason is overall message. And a lot of people always got to remember that when you look at every single clothing brand or any brand in general that you ever brought into, you always got to look that they had a strong why and they had a strong creed. So they had a reasoning for why they doing what they doing, and then what they were about resonated with you on such a level that you actually bought into their brand. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Chris. I go by the Prince Machiavelli, and I run the legendary streetwear brand Lord Knows Clo. And I'm just here to give you 8 years of experience, knowledge, wisdom, and just things on what to do and what not to do from the 8 years I've been up in the fucking game. So one of the reasons why everybody will buy into your clothing brand is because of the overall message. So like I was saying, when you look at every single brand out there, from Bape to Supreme to Lord Knows, whatever brand that you like, they have a very strong why and a very strong creed. They talk directly to you. They're not talking at you. They are literally a part of you, and they built out this strong unity and this strong culture and this strong community that you wanted to be a part of, because deep down inside somewhere within you, it resonated with you. But this goes with every brand that's out there. So my whole question for you is, how can you make a brand to where you have such a strong why and such a strong creed that now it hits people on an emotional level to buy into your brand? The second reason is how it makes them feel. So feeling is nothing but a connection. And I'm not talking about like, oh, feel the fucking garment. I'm talking about like actually like feeling something internally, right? It's like I'm talking directly to a lot of you guys, and there's some of you guys that can resonate with me, and then there's some of you guys that just can't resonate with me, right? Because maybe the way my approach is, or maybe by the way that I look, it's like it's hard for you to resonate with me. But with all my messages, there's some of you guys that I'm like deeply connected to within the source, right? And that's how it is even with your guys' clothing brand. It's like, how does this make a person feel? Like when I go to your Instagram page, am I moved away by the graphics that I see? Does your why and your creed even match your brand identity? When I look at your brand identity, is it touching me without knowing that it's touching me? And these are certain questions that like people don't ask, but these are the most important questions that they should be asking when they're running a clothing brand. Because you got to remember, the t-shirt is a fucking commodity. If you got somebody buying into that, then obviously you have some type of strong message. Now, I'm not saying that you got to have these 3 things or you're not going to make any orders. Like I know people that put dog shit on t-shirts and they push hundreds and thousands of units. Not literally, but you get what I'm saying. There's no strong structure there. But if you're trying to build out a brand that you want to last 3, 5, 10, 15 years, it's like you want to start doubling down on these things right now. So for the longevity that you will always be okay, regardless if you have a small brand or if it's on a big scale, you know? And last but not least, we have to get into what the product actually looks like. Now, a lot of people, they need something that represents them, but you have to remember, somebody bought into your brand. So like, think about my brand. If I have 35,000 followers and all these people bought into my brand, there's some correlation there that they connect with what they see, or it can possibly be my why and my creed that they resonate with. But when I release something out new that is specifically for them, but you got to put out like dope shit, you know what I mean? So when it comes into building out your brand identity and what your story is behind your brand and how you're going to hit them on the emotional level, and then once you make products that represent what your brand is about, then you're going to just be sitting there bringing in cash all day with your brand, you know what I mean? And obviously like it's about making money, but at the same time, it's like you want to build something that's going to last, that can always touch people, and you want to build something that's a strong community in a world that has never existed until you created it. And that's what I want for every single one of you guys. And I know a lot of you guys are out there really hurting with your brand, and I know a lot of you guys really want to get your brand to a certain level, but always remember these 3 things on why people will always buy from you. And if you can align these 3 things with the brand that you have right now, I guarantee you that your life will change. So we did an overall recap. The first one is the overall message. The second is how it makes them feel. And the third is what it looks like. So if you guys want free sauce like this, if you guys want free game, please tell me below on what other topics you want me to talk about. Like I said, like this isn't some like clothing brand YouTube channel. This is like all about my experience and the hardships I had to go through 8+ years, starting from my dad's house, literally like to get in my own mini warehouse. I know what it takes to get there. I know what it's like selling t-shirts out your car and nobody wants your shit, and the whole world is like against you, and you betting against yourself trying to make the best of the best brand possible. And I know exactly what it's like giving over that hump, and now you're printing money, and now people are buying, selling, and trading your clothes, and everything is good. And I know what it's like losing money and having money, and that is exactly why I have the free course. If you guys haven't joined it, it's in the link below. It's called Create Your Clothing Brand. craft.co. This is for the people that are trying to get from anywhere between $100 to $1,000 a day with your clothing brand. It will 100% help you get there. And like I always say, divorce from the result and embrace the craft. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out.